Hey everyone, this is Peter with GoodEreader.com with another e-reader review. So this is the JD Reed Venus. So that's the make and model, like the Amazon Kindle. And what this is a, it's basically a Boyue. I'll show you right here. So it's a Boyue T65HD, but they have the JD suffix tacked on there to make it their own. So it's kind of like a white label thing. And this is for the Chinese market. So, yeah, it's kind of really hard to do this review from a North American standpoint, although, you know, we do have a very large Chinese audience. None of us here speak Mandarin or read and write Mandarin or speak Cantonese or anything, so we're just going to do this from a strictly an e-reader perspective. We're not going to go into a lot of the settings and a lot of like the store experience and stuff because frankly we can't read it. So yeah, this was given to us by JD Reed. Thank you guys very much for hooking us up with this. It definitely is a nice looking e-reader. It's a flush screen and bezel, and the logoing that they've made underneath the glass is it has a red line, and that's really cool because it shows they didn't just do a monochrome print on all their e-readers. They actually added a color, and that's really cool. So the back has a nice hard kind of rubber plastic. The outside is a different type of plastic. It's more shiny and this is more matte. You have a power button on the side. Nothing on any of the sides, no manual page turns or anything. Then you have an SD card, or trans flash as they say it, hard reset, and a USB, micro USB for transferring data and charging the device. We have side loaded in some content here so you guys can see what we're working with. So looking at the home screen here, you have your books, a couple other settings that I can't read, and we have some statistics. I actually can read some of these characters because Japanese uses the same characters as Chinese for one of their 4 writing systems. However, they don't make sense to me when compiled with other words. So on their own they might make sense, but when they're combined, I don't know what they say. So yeah, these are some settings. Looks like some personal settings. Calendar, bookshelf, time, maybe reading statistics, and we'll go to the settings here. And yes, I have tried to go to the language settings. There aren't any other options, but Boyue says, JD Reed says that there will be English options available in the future. So you have Wi-Fi. It looks like some sort of theme, time, statistics, and stuff like that. So if you guys can read this, pause the video at any point in time, and you know, you guys can go over this and say, hey, cool, it has that, awesome, and then let us know. So anyways, what we're going to do is look at an e-reader. Here's the e-reader. We're going to look at an e-book. So this is Christian Hanna with a book called Night Road. We use this for a lot of our comparisons. So the table of contents works no problem. You can go right to the correct page that you've selected. You can highlight and make annotations and notes and stuff. I assume there's also some social media platforms that you can share to. So you can box some text. If you tap in the center, you get text options, so you can increase the text size. Everything changes live as well. And then you have some text margins, and you have some line spacing, so you can actually condense things and expand things. And note that this won't always work on side-loaded content. As you see here, it's thinking quite heavily to change everything, because side-loaded content is it's dependent on the file you use. So it looks like it did do something there, but yeah, you also have some other settings like that. That one's taken too long. So we're going to go back now and look at a PDF, because PDFs are very important on e-readers. Everyone likes to, you know, read PDFs. So we'll do some pinch and zoom. It pinch and zooms pretty good. It doesn't dilute the image too much when you're zooming around. But you can't switch to one finger. See, that's something a lot of people don't focus on. If I'm going like this and I'm zooming and I zoom out and then I let go and switch to one finger, I actually can't navigate it. I have to lift it off, wait for it to render. It just did a little change there. And then I can move the image around accordingly once it's done rendering. You can also tap the middle. You have some text options here. You can increase the boldness or how light it is. And if you increase the text, it's kind of like a reflow zoom. You also have fit to width or fit to corners, so depending on the PDF. You also have landscape and portrait. And then you have a quick navigation to the correct page that you want. So this also has a glow light, and we're going to check that out too. The glow light on this is very consistent, very, very good. You can see from corner to corner, edge to edge, you don't have a lot of that gray, diluted, puffing, clouding. You have a little bit down here, as you can see on the corners, but it doesn't actually encroach on your reading experience. And turning the pages, the page doesn't have that annoying flash every page, and it actually doesn't have a lot of ghosting in the background too, so the glow light experience is actually quite nice. You just click on the little sunshine and you can adjust the glow light accordingly. This e-reader has a lot going for it. If I spoke Mandarin and I could read and write Mandarin, this would be fantastic, but we'll just have to wait for the English update so we can get some so I can really, get my hands on this and really use it. But for now, this is a review of the JD Reed Venus, which is currently only available in Chinese language. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know.